Hello, English learners. Welcome to Life Talk English. I'm Nico.
And I'm Elisa.
Imagine this. You wake up to the soft sunlight peeking through your window, the aroma of fresh coffee already filling the air. That first stretch, that tiny yawn, that moment when you wonder if you're really awake yet. This might be harder than it sounds.
Oh, yes, Nico. Some mornings you just want to pull the blanket back over your head. But today, we're going to show you how my wife starts her day and how you can practice English while imagining it.
Exactly. Liking what you hear? Hit that like button and subscribe to join us for more, but only if this is your kind of learning. And hey, tell us where you're listening from and what time it is in your town.
Now, settle in, maybe grab a notebook, or just relax with your headphones on, and let's ease into today's English journey together.
So, picture this. The alarm rings at 6:30 a.m. You reach over, switch it off, and say to yourself, time to start the day. That's a simple phrase you can use any morning.
Right. And then she stretches, yawns, and slowly gets out of bed. You could say, I'm stretching my arms, or I'm yawning. Both are perfect little sentences to describe what you're doing.
Exactly. And notice how simple verbs in the present tense are enough to get the picture across. You don't need fancy grammar, just say what you do. For example, I make my bed, or I brush my teeth.
And sometimes your partner might still be half asleep. You could say, Good morning. Did you sleep well? Very polite, very common, and you get a nice reply like, Yes, thank you. You?
That's a great example of a polite morning question. Asking, did you sleep well? Or how did you sleep is natural English. And responding with, I slept well, thank you. How about you? Keeps it friendly.
Now, let's talk about coffee. For many people, it's the morning lifeline. You could say, I'm making coffee. Would you like some? Notice the use of would for polite offers.
Yes, and if the answer is yes, you could follow up with, how do you like it? Black or with milk? Simple words, natural phrases, and you're practicing real-life English.
Oh, Nico, sometimes she says, make it strong, please. That's another polite request. And you can try it too. Could you pass the sugar, please? Politeness matters even with morning coffee.
Exactly. And now, imagine moving to the kitchen. She pours coffee, maybe takes a small sip, and you can describe it. The coffee is hot. It smells so good. Short sentences like these help you practice present tense description.
Also, don't forget small actions. Stirring sugar, taking a sip, opening the window. You can narrate them in English. I open the window. I hear birds outside. I take a sip of coffee. See how easy that is?
And here's a cultural note. In many places, mornings are calm. People sip coffee, read the news, maybe chat softly. You can mention that. In my town, mornings are quiet. People walk slowly. Shops open later. It's a tiny cultural insight while practicing English.
And little jokes work too, like, I'm not fully awake, don't talk to me yet. Funny, right? You can say that to friends or family, and it's a great phrase for informal speech.
And notice how we keep repeating small phrases. I'm stretching, I take a sip, I open the window. That's natural repetition. Your brain loves it, and it sticks.
Oh, and you can even role play this with yourself. Imagine talking to your partner or a friend. Say, Good morning. Did you sleep well? Coffee? Simple, short, and super useful.
Now, here's a fun tip. Practice adding emotions. Instead of just saying, I wake up, you could say, I wake up feeling sleepy but happy. You're learning vocabulary for feelings without complicated grammar.
And we can also mention small routines, like brushing teeth, washing face, making the bed. Each action is a sentence. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I make the bed. Present tense, simple, descriptive.
And when you combine them naturally, you get smooth storytelling. I wake up, stretch, and yawn. I make coffee. I open the window. The birds are singing. I take a sip and smile. Feels cozy, right?
Yes, And as you narrate, you're learning how to structure sentences, use verbs, and describe a scene. It's immersive learning.
So, for morning routines, key points are small actions, present tense, polite questions, offers, and descriptive words for feelings and senses.
And remember, you can make it playful. Add little jokes or funny comments about being sleepy. Say, I need 2 more minutes, or coffee, save me.
Absolutely. And if you want, you can even describe your surroundings. The sunlight is soft, the curtains are white, the kitchen smells like bread. That builds your vocabulary naturally.
And just like that, you've spent a morning narrating your routine in English. It's gentle, immersive, and very practical. Plus, you're learning phrases you can actually use tomorrow morning.
And before we move on, try speaking out loud. Pretend your listener is there. I wake up. I stretch. I drink coffee. Repeat a few times. It sticks much better when you speak.
And maybe even add a little role play. Ask, would you like some coffee? And answer as your partner might. Yes, please. I like it strong.
Perfect. That's the magic of learning through daily routines. You practice vocabulary, polite questions, small talk, and even cultural notes, all in just a few sentences.
And don't worry if it feels slow at first. The repetition and small phrases make it easier. You're training your brain to think in English naturally, not just memorize grammar rules.
All right, listeners, keep this morning routine in mind. Picture yourself, your coffee, your stretches, your first smile of the day. Use the sentences we practiced and notice how your English flows more smoothly.
Exactly. And as we said earlier, you can even write it down in a notebook or just say it out loud while sipping your own coffee. Little moments like these make English learning fun and gentle.
That's it for our morning routine. Soon, we'll move into breakfast and family chatter, where you'll learn casual conversation phrases, expressing preferences, and friendly questions.
Can't wait. But for now, enjoy your morning in English and remember, it's all about small steps, soft repetition, and a cozy start to your day.
All right, now that we're wide awake, let's move to breakfast time. Imagine you're in the kitchen, the smell of toast and eggs in the air. Breakfast is such a natural place for conversation in English.
Yes, and it's perfect for practicing polite questions and expressing preferences. For example, you could say, "What would you like for breakfast?" Simple, clear, and friendly.
Exactly. And if someone asks you that, you could reply, "I'd like eggs and toast, please," or "Some cereal would be great." Notice the polite use of would, which is very common in everyday English.
My wife always says, coffee first, food second. And you could imagine saying that too. You can add small jokes like, I need coffee to function. It makes conversation feel natural and playful.
And while pouring juice or buttering toast, you can describe what you're doing. Say, "I pour orange juice into a glass," or "I spread butter on my toast." Short present tense sentences, very easy for learners.
Right. And don't forget small cultural notes. In some countries, people have tea instead of coffee, or maybe a sweet breakfast. You can comment, in my town, people love sweetbread in the morning. This gives a real-life context while practicing English.
Now, breakfast is also a great time to practice questions about preferences. Try asking, "Do you want your eggs scrambled or fried?" Or, "Would you like some butter on your toast?" Both are polite and natural.
And replying politely works like this. Scrambled, please. Thank you. Simple words, simple manners. And if someone interrupts with, I'll have the same, you can say, great, 2 scrambled eggs coming up.
Perfect. And notice the repetition here. Phrases like, "would you like," and "I'd like" appear over and over. That's intentional. Your brain remembers through repetition.
Oh, and small playful moments help too. Imagine your partner stealing a fry or joking, hey, that's mine. You could respond, only if you share your toast. It's friendly, natural English.
Yes, and when talking about what you eat, you can describe it. The toast is crispy, the eggs are soft, the juice is sweet. You're learning adjectives for food while speaking.
And even emotions can sneak in. I feel happy eating breakfast with you, or this coffee makes me sleepy no more. Fun little phrases like these make English lively.
Now, a tiny role play exercise. Imagine you're inviting someone. Would you like some coffee?
Yes, please.
Do you want milk or sugar?
Milk, thanks.
Repeat that in your mind or aloud. It's short, but it builds real-life speaking skills.
And notice how we keep the sentences small and manageable. You don't need long explanations. Little chunks of language are easier to remember and repeat.
Exactly. And let's add a bit of continuity from our morning routine. Earlier we said, I wake up, stretch, and drink coffee. Now you could continue, I have breakfast and chat with my family. Small connections make your English storytelling smoother.
And conversations often include simple follow-ups. Did you sleep well? Yes, thank you. How about you? Breakfast is full of these small, natural exchanges.
Another useful point is expressing likes and dislikes politely. You can say, I like scrambled eggs, or I don't like too much sugar in my cereal. Polite and clear.
And if someone offers you something, remember the polite phrases, yes, please, or no, thank you. Even in casual breakfast talk, manners matter.
Absolutely. And here's a gentle cultural tip. In many families, breakfast is also a time to ask about the day ahead. Do you have any plans today? Or what's on your schedule? You're practicing questions for daily routines.
And little jokes make it fun. Careful, the toast is hot, or if you eat all the butter, there'll be none left. Laughing together while speaking is great practice for conversational rhythm.
Speaking of rhythm, repeat phrases like, I take a sip, I spread butter, I pour juice. Repetition helps you internalize sentence structures.
And don't forget tiny expressions of appreciation. This breakfast is delicious, or thank you for making this, are simple but polite ways to interact.
And to make it immersive, describe the scene around you. The sunlight hits the table. The plates are warm. I hear the birds outside. Present tense, sensory vocabulary, it's all practical.
And now, role play adding emotions. I feel cozy eating breakfast, or I'm excited to start my day. You're linking language with feelings, which makes it stick naturally.
So, to summarize, breakfast conversations teach polite offers, expressing preferences, small descriptive sentences, playful jokes, and cultural context. And all of it happens naturally while eating.
And practice tip, narrate your own breakfast tomorrow morning. Say aloud, I pour juice. I butter toast. I ask, would you like some? Simple repetition, soft learning. Very cozy.
And keep using polite phrases. Would you like some? I'd like some. Thank you. They are the backbone of casual English conversation.
And by now, you've not only practiced breakfast English, but also reinforced morning phrases. That's the beauty of linking sections. Learning flows naturally.
All right, breakfast is done. Soon we'll move on to daily errands and commuting, where we'll practice directions, transport phrases, and polite public interactions.
But for now, imagine finishing breakfast with a smile, maybe a sip of coffee, and gentle chat with your family. It's simple, it's relaxing, and it's English in real life.
All right, breakfast is finished, and now we're heading out for daily errands and commuting. This is where English really gets practical, asking for directions, taking public transport, and chatting politely along the way.
Yes. Imagine leaving the house with your shopping list in hand. You could say, I'm going to the market. Do you need anything? Simple, present tense, and perfect for polite conversation.
And if someone asks you where you're going, you can reply, I'm going to the grocery store, or I'm heading to the bank. Short sentences like this are easy to remember and use every day.
And when you're walking outside, you can practice phrases for checking directions. Excuse me, can you tell me where the bakery is? Notice that polite excuse me, very important in public English.
Absolutely. And the response might be, sure, go straight and turn left at the traffic lights. It's next to the pharmacy. Perfect example for prepositions and simple instructions in everyday life.
And let's not forget transport vocabulary. You might say, I take the bus at 9 a.m. Or I get on the subway near my house. Present tense, short, clear, and practical.
Yes, and while commuting, small dialogues happen naturally. Like asking, is this seat taken? Or, could you please move your bag? Very polite and realistic English.
And sometimes people answer, no, it's free. Or, sure, no problem. Short responses, polite, and easy to remember. Perfect for practicing real conversation.
And don't forget repetition. Try saying out loud, I go to the market. I take the bus. I ask for directions. I get off at the station. Short phrases, simple verbs, repeated for practice.
And here's a little role play tip. Imagine speaking to a shopkeeper. You could say, hello, I'm looking for fresh bread. How much is it? Practicing polite questions in real-life contexts is golden for fluency.
Yes, and then the shopkeeper might answer, it's $3. Do you want a loaf? You can reply, yes, please. Thank you. Short exchanges like these build confidence.
And don't forget cultural context. In many cities, people are very polite when giving directions or helping shoppers. You can say, people are very friendly here, or everyone smiles while talking. Small observations improve your descriptive English.
And tiny jokes make learning fun. Excuse me, is this the way to the bakery? I promise I'm not lost forever. It's playful, light, and keeps conversation lively.
Oh, yes, and describing what you see is great for vocabulary. The street is busy. Cars are moving fast. People are walking quickly. Present tense, sensory words, very practical.
And if you're taking public transport, you can also describe actions. I get on the bus. I find a seat. I hold the pole for balance. Simple sentences full of useful verbs.
And you can add little feelings like, I feel calm on the bus, or I feel a bit tired after breakfast. Linking emotions to actions helps you express yourself naturally.
Now, asking for help politely is key. Could you tell me which stop is near the library? Or, excuse me, does this bus go to the city center? Short, polite, and effective.
And responding politely. Yes, this bus stops there. Or, no, you need the number 5 bus. Again, short and clear responses are easier for learners to repeat and remember.
And role-playing helps a lot. Imagine yourself asking a stranger, excuse me, where is the nearest bank? Then answering as they might. Go straight, then turn right, it's on your left. Repeating this builds confidence.
And don't forget repetition of verbs. Go, turn, walk, take, get. They appear in multiple sentences. I go to the market. I turn left. I take the bus. I get off at the station. Perfect practice.
And small jokes along the way. I hope I don't miss my stop, or I think this bus is faster than my legs. Light humor keeps the conversation fun.
Oh, yes, and describing surroundings is great for vocabulary. The trees are green, the sky is blue, people are talking and laughing. Sensory description builds vocabulary naturally.
So, for daily errands and commuting, key points are polite questions, short, descriptive sentences, prepositions, directions, transport vocabulary, and small, playful moments.
And practice tip. Narrate your own commute tomorrow. I get on the bus, I find a seat, I ask for directions. Repeating out loud makes your English natural and smooth.
And with these phrases, you're ready to handle public interactions confidently, shopping, commuting, or just walking around town.
And notice how it ties back to our morning and breakfast sections. You're linking routines together in English, which helps memory and fluency.
All right, listeners, now you can imagine leaving the house, running errands, and commuting while speaking English naturally.
Up next, we'll explore afternoon tasks and work-life balance, where you'll learn phrases for giving updates, role-playing work conversations, and using time expressions smoothly.
Welcome back. Now that errands are done, let's move into the afternoon. Work, tasks, and keeping that work-life balance. Afternoon English is perfect for practicing updates, time expressions, and casual workplace phrases.
Absolutely. Imagine you're at your desk or helping your wife with chores. You could say, I'm finishing my emails, or I'm preparing lunch for the kids. Short sentences, present continuous tense, it's very natural.
Yes, the present continuous is key here. You can describe ongoing actions. I am cooking. I am cleaning. I am talking to my colleague. It shows what's happening right now, which is exactly what you want for afternoon routines.
And role play is great. Imagine asking, are you working on the report? Or do you need help with this task? These polite, helpful phrases are common in workplaces and at home.
And replying politely, yes, I'm almost done, or thank you, that would be great. See how repetition of I am helps you get comfortable with the structure?
And little playful moments help too, like saying, I need a coffee refill before tackling this report. Or, these emails are multiplying by themselves. It's fun, and you're practicing English naturally.
And don't forget time expressions. I'll finish this by 3 p.m., or I have a meeting at 2:30. Time phrases are very practical and make your English sound precise.
Yes, and you can also describe feelings with tasks, like, I feel tired but motivated, or I'm a bit stressed but I can handle it. Linking emotions to actions makes your sentences more lively.
Another tip, use small connecting words. Then, after that, before lunch. Example, I answer emails, then I call my client, and after that, I prepare documents. It makes storytelling smooth.
And imagine helping your wife or someone at home. I'm washing dishes. Can you set the table? Short, polite requests are everywhere in daily life.
And you can add small observations. The sun is bright outside, or it's getting warm this afternoon. Even describing the environment helps vocabulary and sentence flow.
And workplace or home humor works too. Like, this printer has a mind of its own, or these papers are escaping my desk. Little jokes make English fun and memorable.
And don't forget to practice questions. Can you finish this by 5? Do you want me to help? Polite, everyday exchanges that are essential for fluency.
And repetition helps. I am writing a report. I am calling a client. I am organizing files. Short phrases repeated naturally build confidence.
Also, when describing progress, you can say, I'm almost done, or I just started. Small phrases, very useful for updates in English.
And for motivation, you can include cultural or personal notes, like, in many places, afternoons are busy but productive, or taking a short break helps me focus. Practical advice while learning English.
Let's add small expressions of courtesy. Thank you for your help, or I appreciate your support. Simple, polite, and universally useful.
And role-play small conflicts lightly. I'm a bit confused about this task, or can we check this together? Gentle ways to express difficulty politely.
And don't forget time linking. After finishing my report, I will call my client. Then I will check emails again. Smooth sequencing makes English natural.
And finally, describing minor details. The documents are on my desk. The pen is blue. The chair is comfortable. Sensory or visual details make sentences richer.
So, for afternoon tasks and work-life balance, key points are present continuous tense, polite requests, time expressions, small observations, gentle humor, and repeating phrases naturally.
And practice tip, narrate your own afternoon. I am working. I am calling my colleague. I am taking notes. Repeating aloud makes your English flow smoothly.
And connecting this with earlier sections, morning, breakfast, commuting, all of it ties together in a natural daily routine. Linking moments helps with fluency and memory.
Exactly. Imagine finishing your tasks, maybe stretching, having a cup of tea, and feeling accomplished. That's your afternoon in English.
Up next, listeners, we'll move into evening wind down and reflection, where you'll talk about feelings, daily highlights, and use soft past tense phrases.
And that's my favorite part, relaxing, reflecting, and practicing storytelling gently in English.
And now, finally, we reach evening, the wind down, reflection, and storytelling part of the day. This is perfect for practicing past tense phrases and talking about feelings.
Yes. Imagine sitting on the sofa, maybe with a cup of tea. You can start with, I finished my work. I took a short break. I feel relaxed. Simple sentences, soft past tense, and feelings included.
Exactly. Past tense doesn't have to be complicated. I cooked dinner. I washed the dishes. I helped the kids with homework. Short, clear sentences, perfect for daily reflection.
And role play with your partner. What did you do today? I went to the market. I took the bus. I worked on reports. Question and answer practice in context is super effective.
And you can add little sensory descriptions. The sun set beautifully. The sky turned orange. The birds stopped singing. Presenting a scene makes storytelling lively.
I think the dishes are multiplying overnight. Or the laundry won the battle today. Funny phrases make English memorable.
You can also include polite compliments. Dinner was delicious. Thank you for cooking. Soft, gentle, and culturally warm.
And describing feelings helps vocabulary. I feel happy, tired, and satisfied. Using multiple adjectives in one sentence is natural for reflection.
And repetition helps again. I finished my work. I cleaned the kitchen. I spent time with my family. Each phrase reinforces daily activities in English.
And time phrases are useful too. In the evening, I read a book. After dinner, I relax with a cup of tea. These expressions make your storytelling smooth.
And small role-play exchanges. How was your day? It was busy, but good. How about yours? Short, polite conversation, exactly what you'd say to a friend or family member.
You can also narrate minor details. The lamp is on. The room is warm. I hear soft music. Sensory description is practical and immersive.
And gentle humor helps too. I think my cat is judging me for not feeding him on time. Playful phrases make English enjoyable and relatable.
Another tip, combine actions with feelings. I read a book. I feel calm. I talk with my family. I feel happy. Linking verbs to emotions is natural English.
And small sequences work well. I finished work. I had dinner. I watched TV. I went for a short walk. Notice how past tense verbs flow naturally.
And you can reflect on achievements. I completed my tasks. I helped my children. I managed time well. Positive reflections boost confidence in both English and life.
And role-play gratitude. Thank you for helping me today. I appreciate your support. These polite phrases are universal and essential.
And little jokes. I survived another day. Or, the sofa won my heart tonight. Keep it light and fun.
And finally, wrap up your day in storytelling style. I finished my work. I relaxed with tea. I spent time with family. I feel happy and ready for tomorrow. Smooth, gentle, and perfect for practice.
And this brings together everything we've learned. Morning, breakfast, errands, afternoon tasks, and now evening reflection.
Your daily routine in English is complete.
Exactly. And by practicing each part, you've used present and past tense, polite questions, offers, descriptive sentences, time expressions, and even humor.
And gentle reflection at night helps you remember the phrases and build confidence for tomorrow.
So, listeners, take a moment tonight. Narrate your day aloud, softly, gently, with all the phrases we practiced. You're training your brain to think in English naturally.
And remember, small, consistent practice makes a big difference. Reflect, smile, and appreciate your progress.
That wraps up our day together, from sunrise to evening reflection. We hope you feel ready to describe your own day in English confidently.
Sweet dreams, happy practice, and remember, every day is a chance to speak a little more English naturally.